Specials through October 30th are buy a pack of steakhouse burgers and get a pack of hot dogs for free. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, don't forget there are 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Welcome into the LIBA Business Hour, sponsored by Nats to Tasseling, highlighting local independent businesses in and around Lincoln on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here's your host, LIBA President and CEO, Bud Seinhorst.
Welcome to the LIBA Business Hour. Thank you to our show sponsor, Nats Detasseling. Earn cash, build character, Nats Detasseling. Learn more about Nats at notafraidtosweat.com. Our opening segment is sponsored by U-Stop. Earn points that spend like cash with the kickback card, which could get you snacks and even gas. Available at all 24 U-Stop locations. We did check the schedule on the way into the show, Nick. It looks like Whitey is on his way to Manhattan.
Yep.
I do think he could have dropped the pizza off, though.
Here's the thing: it's not like we just get here right at 9 a.m.
No,
we were here at about 8:15 this morning.
8:30.
Yeah, so
He could have dropped it off on his way to Manhappiness.
Yep.
So, Whitey, if you're listening, I don't know if that's like 5 weeks in a row now that you've epic failed, or 6. We probably need to go back and figure that out.
Yeah. But exactly.
All right. Well, if you want to join the conversation today, you can call or text 402-464-5685. You can listen on the 93.7 The Ticket app. You can go to 93.7 or you can go to theticketfm.com, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Allo channel 951. Or you can just stop down by the studio here at 1040 O Street.
Absolutely.
The mill's got the good coffee going. It's rolling this morning. Always happy when they've got fresh coffee when we get here this morning. And actually, the banana bread was pretty good this morning, Nick.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Gave them a try this morning as well. So our first segment today, we've got Jeremy Swanson here. Jeremy is with Spectrum Reach. Jeremy, welcome to the LIBA Business Hour.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, so let's just start out and kind of have everybody understand when we talk about Spectrum Reach, what exactly does that mean and what is Spectrum Reach involved with?
Well, thanks for asking, because it's always, whenever I go to anything, they always ask, well, who do you work for? What do you do? Spectrum Reach. I always go with Spectrum Reach Media. And even when I say that, everybody goes, oh, you're associated with a cable company. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm under the umbrella of Spectrum. But I'm on the media side. And what that details is that I handle all the media for, it doesn't matter what device. If you're on TV, I handle the commercials on TV, internet, streaming, doesn't matter. People, and then I have friends and colleagues that always go, well, I have Allo. I don't care. I handle the commercials for Allo too. So if you're watching the game today on FS1, whether you have Allo, Spectrum, you will see the commercials that I handle. I mean, so you have to go through us. We're the arm of the media. So the best thing about working for an internet company is that we have first party data, and that it sounds scary. I've talked to you about that before, Bud. In the fact that we're kind of like Big Brother. We're regulated by the FCC. So all your information is gathered. And so when clients come to us to advertise, we're able to hit them with their message to their potential clients on any device at any time, anywhere.
Okay, so do you guys do just TV commercials then?
No.
What else do you do?
So we handle the TV, like I said. We handle the internet, like if you're doing display, pre-roll, and a lot of people probably don't like me very much when political comes around because we handle a lot of political ads.
But when you say display and pre-roll, help everybody understand what you mean by that, because I'm sure a lot of our listeners aren't real sure what exactly that means.
Okay, so when you go on to let's say Wall Street Journal or ESPN, or it doesn't matter what website, and you see an ad a display ad on the site, that could be one of our clients for a display ad. And a display ad is an ad that's on the website that you're on. A pre-roll or an online video is, for example, like last night, you want to watch the score or a highlight from ESPN or something, and there's a pre-roll that comes on before the highlight, and you probably don't like me then because you have to watch it.
So basically, if you own a smart device and you hate those things, then Jeremy is the reason.
Yeah.
We'll give you his home address
Yes.
here in a little bit. You can go check him out. So
Yeah, keep my cell phone off of it, but otherwise than that. But the good thing is for our clients, like, so for our clients, at least your ads are being seen, and we can show all our, a lot of times in today's world, everybody wants to know, is my ads being seen? And we can show them specifically, yes, it's being seen by this many people. Can they skip it? Or with our pre-roll, you can't, but you can show them, our clients, every specific way where their ads being seen. Is it being seen? Are they going to the website? Things like that.
So you can kind of give them a lot of background on those ads and what people are seeing, right?
Correct.
I mean,
Correct.
you can provide them with a lot of data. And so why is it important for somebody when you have all this data? What is it that you think is there as a value to the business owner that wants to try to advertise with you?
Well, I mean, it's come so far from, like, okay, I've been doing this for over 30 years, believe it or not. I know I look like I'm 30, right, bud? Right
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
I've been
Don't make jokes while I'm drinking water. That could be dangerous in the studio, right, Nick?
Yeah.
So, back when I first started, everybody kept saying, oh my gosh, I want to target 25 to 54-year-olds. I want to be in the newspaper because everybody sees my ads, blah, 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 things like that. Today is so different from when it first started, because now you can actually see the days of, like, I want to target 25, 54-year-olds. Yeah, who is 25, 54? Yeah, that's a lot of people. But now it's to the point where you have the data, first party data. You have information where who's your client? If you're, like, for example, a high-end furniture store, you want to target people that, make over 100,000, own their own home, have a $250,000 home, things like that. That's who your client is, and that's who you want to target, whether they're watching TV, they're on the internet, they're streaming, anything. So that's the kind of things that we can bring to them. So there's no waste to their advertising budget, advertising dollar. They're going straight to the people they need to hit. And actually, it's a good thing, because from where we've come from, I think it's good.
So what do you, when you sit down with your new client walks in, what are kind of the things that you're asking them about to make sure that you can deliver the right services for them?
Well, you still have that old, a lot of times, especially in Lincoln, I mean, in the New Yorks and so we're a national company, obviously. And in the New Yorks, the LAs and things like that, they're a little bit more sometimes Nebraska's a little slow with things, where there's still people out there like, I want to hit 25, 54-year-olds. And you're like, okay, that's great, but is that your client? And they still haven't progressed to the fact of who really is your client. Until you can really digest and figure out who they're really trying to target, that proceeds and that helps out the whole conversation. But a lot of times you have owners that are family owned, that the owner's 60, 70 years old, and no offense, but it's kind of over their head. And they're like, oh, and to some degree, I hate to say it, but we are kind of big brother. I mean, you're an internet.
Do you kind of walk through them and ask them a bunch of questions? Like, what are some of the questions that you might ask them to try to narrow that out so you can deliver for them?
So you get into it, and then you get into the thing about where are your clients coming from? And a lot of times too, sometimes they don't want to tell you that. They think that you're taking that, oh, it's a private, we're trying to help them, but sometimes like, is your clientele coming from 20-mile radius? Is your clientele coming from, these zip codes? We can target, but they're, and it's a Nebraska thing sometimes too. I mean, I was born and raised in Nebraska. Sometimes you don't want to let people know.
Mhm.
It's close to the chest. And I get that. But until sometimes they really open up, that's when you can really help people, is the fact that where is your business coming from? What does your business really look like? Like, are they homeowners? Are they this? Are they that? Once you start diving in, and then once they start opening up, then it really becomes a good process of relating to them and things like that.
Excellent. So we're wrapping up kind of the year. Hard to believe that we're getting to the end of the year. It's almost November. But what are some things that you would advise people to start thinking about as they start thinking about 2024 and getting ready for 2024? What's coming in 24?
Well, I mean, one of the things is we don't know what kind of a right or wrong, the political situation with what's going on in the Middle East. Are we going to go through a recession? Are we coming out of a recession? Things like that. Do you really need to focus in on people that can afford your products, that are going to go out to eat, things like that? I mean, you need to really, you put it in the perspective of the client, the owner. Okay, you can't just, blue sky it. What are you thinking? And then kind of match them with what their thought is for their marketing dollars, because, what if this? Do we need to hit the right person? How are you going to grow your business? If your business, like for example, the UAW, the strike, car dealers, there's situations all the time that you just have to sit down, constantly have a conversation with them and be on the same page. So you have sometimes it's tough. I mean, but it could be a difficult conversation.
Excellent. So what are some of the areas where you see that maybe people are investing more in now that you think are delivering good, solid results for them?
Well, there's no question. I mean, if anybody, Nick, how do you watch TV now? Do you stream?
Oh yeah.
Stream. Streaming. Our company got into streaming. Basically, we started doing it about 10 years ago. We are the number one company as far as we're a publisher, not an aggregator, and people don't understand the differences between that sometimes. But we own and operate some inventory where other people have to go out and buy it. So streaming is definitely becoming the forefront of everything. And that's the good thing about streaming is that in the old days with TV, going back to what I said about 25, 54-year-olds, okay, yeah, the Husker game. Yeah, there's going to be let's take it last week, the volleyball game. It was the most watched volleyball game in the history of Big Ten Network.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who are those people? I mean, do you know? Oh yeah, it was watched by a lot of people, but do you really know who they were? Things like that. Streaming is more of a one-on-one impression-based way of advertising, where it's more of a bullet. Like if you want to go to somebody, if you want to stream for a car dealer, for example, if you want to stream to a person that is look for a car intender is what we call them. So in the last 90 days, we know, because we're an internet company, a data company, we know that they've gone online and looked at cars.com, autotrader.com, things like that. So we know from their history that they must be interested in a car. I mean, why else would you go? Yeah. Okay. So we're able.
Maybe they're trying to decoy Spectrum Reach.
Well, it's not just us. Remember, we could go any, but so yeah, true. But you're able to go strictly to those people with a car ad. Like if they're watching the Husker game on streaming, whether they're using Sling, their app, we can hit them with an ad during the game. So streaming,
which is probably one of the biggest advances in that industry over
it
the
is
several
huge.
years, is because when you're streaming on your phone or on your smart device or whatever iPad, you can actually drop a specific ad. So Nick's seeing a different ad than I might be.
Exactly.
And different than what you might be, which
can be beneficial for companies.
Yeah. I mean,
well, it's relevance.
Yeah.
Because, so many times you hear people say, God, I hate that freaking, that ad.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate those ads. I hate those ads. It's relevance. If, for example, if you're a golfer, would you rather see an ad with like a woman's shoe or something, or would you rather see an ad with a Titleist or a golf ad or something like that? It has relevance. The relevancy is so important when you show ads, because if you don't care about it, then you're not going to like those ads very much. But if you've shown interest in something, that's when we try to hit you, because if you really want to screw with your wife or something, go onto her phone and stuff and start looking up like golf things like that, and annoy her. Yeah. and then on her phone, she'll start seeing.
Apparently, I enjoy living at home more than Jeremy does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
I need a new set of irons. All right. This is the Christmas idea.
This is the perfect time.
Perfect time.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, here we go.
Get on her phone and start looking up stuff to remind her. See, there you go.
Yeah.
There's your.
I'll give the old Sam Elliott line. Pass.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jeremy, how can people find you?
Well, you can. It is kind of it's tough. Everybody's. They can call me at my office 402-323-8875, because really it is tough to find us.
You don't have a website, Spectrum Reach?
You can go on the website.
Like
you can go on the website, but so many times when they go to the website, they go, "Oh, we're talking to the cable company."
Yep.
Yeah, I get that. And then, we get in that whole thing of, "Oh, you're the cable company." Yes, it's an arm of ours, things like that. So the best way to do it is through, and that's why we're trying to get in, because LIBA is so awesome. We're trying to get involved with more, business things, because then they know exactly what we do, who we are. But yeah, I guess the website's probably the best way to find us.
What's the website?
Well, SpectrumReach.com.
SpectrumReach.com. Just ask them for Jeremy, and give that phone number one more time.
402-323-8875.
Very good. Those are the ways you can get a hold of Jeremy over at Spectrum Reach. There's really cool things you can be doing in this space. Having worked in some different arenas, to be able to target in this space, it's pretty cool. So give them a call, stop by their office, or check them out online and go check out their space. And Jeremy, thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate having you on today.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys having me. Thanks so much, and go Big Red again.
Yeah, let's go get another one today. So we will be back right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you searching for a helping hand in life? Look no further. Integrated Behavioral Health Services is your answer. They're your compassionate, trusted partners committed to guiding you from challenges to triumphs. Their licensed professionals offer personalized therapy for individuals, couples, and families. At IBHS, the focus is you. Experience a life-changing transformation in an environment tailored to your unique needs. Visit ibhealthservices.com today and take that first step towards a brighter future. Discover the power of healing with Integrated Behavioral Health Services. You're not alone. Let them walk this journey with you.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Up your kitchen game with Kitchen Tune-Up. With experienced, creative, and dedicated technicians on their team, Jason, Ron, and the team bring your kitchen dreams to life. Say goodbye to outdated spaces and hello to a renewed, personalized kitchen that will make you the envy of your friends, neighbors, and family. Experience quality craftsmanship and exceptional customer service when you choose Kitchen Tune-Up. Visit kitchentune-up.com/Lincoln-NE today or call 402-200-4697 and achieve the kitchen tune-up of your dreams.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
The Southern Pecan Cake from Beatrice Bakery. They don't just let you call anything Southern, especially when it's baked right here in Nebraska. But there are standards you have to meet, like a rich, decadent, moist caramel cake? Check. Bursting with too many large pecans to count? Check. Big enough to share with the whole group? Check. But delicious enough that you won't want to share? A big check on that one. The Southern Pecan Cake, the newest cake to the Beatrice Bakery lineup. Try it for yourself at Beatrice Bakery. Online at BeatriceBakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Picture a hot summer day, sun blazing in the fields as far as the eye can see. Now imagine, you're a teenager making bank, all while enjoying the great outdoors. Welcome to Nats Detasseling Inc., where they're not afraid to sweat. This summer, join the Nats team for an unforgettable experience. Forge friendships, learn responsibility, and earn money. Visit notafraidtosweat.com now. Nats Detasseling, where hard work meets good times.
Find the ultimate sports bar experience at Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill. Big definitely describes the Big Ten House Nachos, topped with pulled pork, barbecue sauce, and much more. Enjoy char-buffed chicken wings, coated in flavorful sauce, delicious pizza, and half-pound burgers made to cure your cravings. The bar features 16 different taps, including local Nebraska brews. There's a good wine selection and the signature Big Ten teenie served with champagne. Big Ten Sports Bar and Grill. Visit big10lnk.com.
Up your kitchen game with Kitchen Tune-Up. With experienced, creative, and dedicated technicians on their team, Jason, Ron, and the team bring your kitchen dreams to life. Say goodbye to outdated spaces and hello to a renewed, personalized kitchen that will make you the envy of your friends, neighbors, and family. Experience quality craftsmanship and exceptional customer service when you choose Kitchen Tune-Up. Visit kitchentune-up.com/Lincoln-NE today or call 402-200-4697 and achieve the kitchen tune-up of your dreams.
If your car has sent you to the sidelines, Eustace Body Shop can help. With gold-class certified technicians, OEM parts, and free loaner cars, Eustace Body Shop is your best choice this Husker season. And with 6 locations across central and eastern Nebraska, we've got you covered, whether you're rooting at home or you're headed to Memorial Stadium. Get a free online quote at EustaceBodyShop.com and let's get you back in the game.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
At Ascend Aesthetics, they understand that you want results and you want them fast. That's why they've developed the fastest weight loss and body toning programs that are clinically proven to shed extra fat, boost muscle mass, and tighten skin without having to spend hours at the gym. Reveal your leaner physique, ignite your testosterone levels, and boost your energy with personalized plans tailored to your goals. Learn more at slimdowne.com or call 402-480-6680. Ascend Aesthetics, where transformation begins.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. October is pork month, and here are the specials for the week of October 23rd. Enjoy all-natural, thick-cut Iowa chops for $1.88 per pound, extra meaty pork loin back ribs for $3.99 per pound, and bacon-wrapped pork tenderloin, 2 for $5 for 6 ounces of meat. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
You can get diesel anywhere, but what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
USTOP is a proud member of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association, promoting local businesses through education, networking, and local government advocacy. This is why USTOP sponsors the LIBA Business Hour on the Ticket 93.7. Remember, every time you fill up at a USTOP on a Tuesday, USTOP donates 2 cents for every gallon sold to local charities in our community. This month, USTOP has partnered with the Lincoln Children's Museum. Stop by USTOP and fill up every Tuesday to help us fuel our community.
Husker fans, this is Matt Davison with the 1890 Initiative. You've probably heard about NIL, name, image, and likeness. And now you can have an immediate impact on the success of our programs. The 1890 Initiative is Nebraska's premier NIL company. And with your help, we can maximize our student athletes' opportunities with NIL and prepare them for life after college. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics. Let's do the same with NIL. To learn more, visit 1890nebraska.com, where 100% of your donation goes directly to Husker student athletes. That's 1890nebraska.com.
Back to the LIBA Business Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This segment sponsored by Integrated Behavioral Health Services.
Welcome back to the LIBA Business Hour. This segment is sponsored by Integrated Behavioral Health Services, building a stronger, healthier community through advocacy, inclusion, perseverance, unity, and compassion. Learn more at ibhealthservices.com. All right, this segment, we've got our good friend Dane Patton from Bats to Rats here in Lincoln with us. And, okay, so first of all, Dane, we'll just welcome you to the show.
Well, thank you. Thanks, Bud. Thanks, Nick.
Good time to be talking about bats and rats and everything in between. So let's just start out, just kind of give everybody an overview of Bats to Rats and what all you do.
Sure. Bats to Rats. I started this company back in 2015 here in Lincoln. I used to do this kind of work for another company, just like anybody that starts their own company, and decided I wanted to do it for myself. And that's how it was born. Me and my wife come up with a bunch of different names, but we deal with bats and we deal with rodents. So bats to mice doesn't rhyme. Bats to rats sounds pretty good. And
it sounds just a little more badass too, right? I mean, bats to rats instead of bats to mice.
That's right. And so we're a wildlife control company, and we primarily focus on bat and rodent exclusion work and also nuisance wildlife trapping, removal, animal damage repair. So if something gets in your home that you don't want or it shouldn't be there, you give us a call, we come take care of it. We don't actually deal with any kind of bugs. We're not a pest control company. We're strictly wildlife control.
Excellent. Well, I guess we could say I'm into wildlife control too. It's opening day of pheasant season.
That's right.
Unfortunately, I won't be out. So, but okay. So, talk about, I mean, you do all kinds of things, and I've had you out to the house, and you guys have done a great job out at my house. So let's just talk about that a little bit. So we had a bit of a problem with little rodents, and talk about your process when you come out, because I was absolutely amazed by the process that you guys followed in order to get there.
For sure. So that's one thing that I think sets us apart and makes us unique in this industry. So we start by, answering any question that you have over the phone first. Lots of people call and just aren't really sure what's going on or if our service is good for them. So our office manager does a great job answering questions on the phone. And then if you do want us to come out, we schedule an inspection process. So either myself or one of our team comes out and does a full exterior inspection of your property. We want to figure out where those gaps, cracks, crevices, holes on the outside of your home are that are allowing entry for those certain types of rodents, whether it's bats, mice, snakes, raccoons, possums, birds, squirrels, whatever. So we'll diagnose that. We'll also take a look on the interior, see what kind of population level you're having, droppings, stuff. So people think that it's very common to have mice, especially this time of year. Like, oh well, it's fall, it's getting cold, mice want to come in. Well, more than likely, mice have been active inside your home all year round. You just really haven't noticed it. So in most companies, they want to come out and put out snap traps, glue boards, poison. Well, that's like putting a Band-Aid on an oil leak. You're going to kill them. You're going to control that population, but they're going to continue to come in, or new populations will. So we want to diagnose those areas, and I'm going to show you exactly what needs to be done. And if you want to take care of it yourself, it's your home. You're more than welcome to. But I will also give you a solution for us to come out, seal up your home, and then we also warranty all of our work and give you a guarantee.
Excellent. So, I was just amazed by the process when you guys were walking around and checking all that out. So this time of year, you talked about mice is kind of a big, it's getting cold, obviously this morning, especially they're going to want to get inside, but also, is this kind of the time of year you're seeing more with bats too, or?
Yeah. So actually bats here in Nebraska, we have 13 species of bats. And 11 of those species of bats migrate. They fly south for the warmer weather. 2 species of bats, and those are the ones that we primarily deal with, are big brown and little brown bats, and they hibernate for the winter. So bat season here in Nebraska is kind of depends on Mother Nature, but usually starts in March, and then bats go into hibernation like right around Halloween time, where these temperatures start to get below 50, 45 degrees. And then especially when we get a freeze, there's no more flying insects outside. And bats are strictly insectivores. All they eat are flying insects. So when there's not a food source, they're going to go into hibernation. And hibernation is going to be your attic spaces. They love that temperature in an attic when it starts to get real cold, but the heat transfer from your home. So they'll sleep inside your attic space, underneath your insulation, wall voids, stuff like that. So we can't really do a whole lot of exclusion work for bats during the winter time here in Nebraska. So most of that is all done spring, summer, and early fall.
Okay. So what can we look for? Like when you have mice in your house, you can kind of see the droppings, right? What are some of the indicators if someone maybe has bats around the house?
Sure. So the huge one that I always get is bats flying around inside your home.
That would be a good indicator.
Yes. So,
we used to have those in the dorms in college.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've
I won't tell you how we got rid of them, but
we do everything. We do dorms, we do sororities, churches, schools, hospitals. I've done tiny little homes to giant courthouse buildings. So there isn't a project that's too small or too big for us. But so flying around the house, the next thing would be scratching noises in the ceiling or on the walls. That could be mice, that could be bats. Lots of times, if it's in the warmer months, it's probably bats scratching around inside your home. Bat droppings and mouse droppings, to just the general person, look fairly similar. Mouse droppings are going to be more spread out all over the place. Bat droppings are more kind of concentrated in certain areas, unless you've had bats for years and years and years, and they're all over in like your attic space. And lots of times people just aren't looking in your attic, regularly. So it's always good to have somebody come out, pop their head up there, take a look around, see if there's anything to be concerned about.
So we had a little minor issue. I won't say minor. We had an issue with bats at the office about a year ago, and they were just coming from everywhere. So how do you get them out? Like, there's different processes. What are some of the things you can do to get them out of the office?
Yeah, sure. So since bats are a federally protected species, we can't do anything to harm them. So we use a one-way escape system that we've developed, like a one-way tube that we install on their primary entry and exit points. So, and then we seal the rest of the structure up. So any kind of gap, crack, or crevice the size of a dime or larger is an area that bats can enter in your home or your business. So we seal everything up, put those one-way tubes in, and then at night when bats go out to feed, because bats feed on average 600 to 1,000 mosquitoes, almost their body weight, every single night. So when they go out to feed, they can leave just like they normally do. When they come back, well, they can't get back in. It's a one-way out, and everything else is sealed up. So the bats are outside. That's where we want them to be. And then they have to find a new home.
Very good. And you don't want to take the approach of just sealing all the holes, because then they get really hangry.
Yes.
Would you say they get hangry?
Yeah. So
they're hungry and upset.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, everybody can do what they want with their own properties, but we do find from time to time people come out and they just seal up the entire place, which what happens then is those bats, they can't find their way out. So they're going to find their way in. And that can be a bit of a problem if you do it inside of a home or a business that has a substantial bat population, because they're going to keep coming in until they can find a way out. And then you have to, remove them by hand or get them to fly out a door or a window. And that's not the easiest to do.
No, it's not fun at all. So, okay. So we talked a lot about bats and mice and those kind of things. Now let's talk about some of the other interesting things that you've encountered, that you've had to, shall we say, extradite from a home or a business?
For sure. So I've been doing this for a long time. I've been in the pest control industry for about 16 years. Been dealing with the wildlife strictly since 2010. So it's been a long ride. So I've seen just about anything. Like the stories that come to mind that are the most unique. Well, the first one right here in Memorial Stadium. I had to pull out wild turkeys out of Memorial Stadium one day. I got a call that there was just turkeys walking around on the field, and so I came and we got them corralled into one of those women's restrooms and closed the garage door and had to hand grab them and take them out. So
wild turkeys in Memorial Stadium.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Was it close to Thanksgiving?
No.
Could have had like a Thanksgiving feast.
Yeah, it was in the summer, so it wasn't during the season. But so that was pretty crazy. I've had to pull a raccoon out from underneath a pedicure salon chair. So it was like one of those spring days, here in Lincoln, when it's starting to get warm. Everybody's like, all right, let's open up the doors and everything. And one of those spring days, the salon had the door open, and for whatever reason, a raccoon just took right off into there, and there was people in there getting their nails done, ladies. So when I showed up, there was manicures and pedicures going on, and this raccoon was up underneath like where you put your feet in the tank,
just chilling underneath the tank.
Yeah.
And, wow, that's funny.
And they didn't stop doing what they were doing at the salon. Like I had to pull this raccoon out.
That's even more impressive.
Yeah.
Everybody's just okay,
Yeah,
hanging on, sitting there, and going about their business.
I was thinking everybody's like running out, like, oh God, what do we do? That's funny.
No. So when I do come into a business like that, I remember last year we had to pull a raccoon out of Morrow Collision Center, their new big place over there off of 83rd Street. I get usually a pretty large crowd that wants to watch when we're pulling certain animals out of places like that. So that's always fun. And there's like TV shows years ago, Billy the Exterminator, Turtle Man, stuff like that were in the line of work that I am. I will tell you that those people dramatize what I do. Normally it's not that exciting, but every once in a while you get the blood flowing.
Hey, put a TV camera, everything gets exciting, right?
Exactly.
We got a question on our text line, actually. What's the worst experience that you've had?
So it's been quite a while now.
Other than this interview with Bud.
Yeah, exactly. In your line of work, not at the radio station.
Exactly. So there's nothing that really like bothers me when it comes to animals, but I did have to pull a very large snake out of a crawl space one time. I got a call, and these people had just moved into their new home, and they were older people, and they had a pet snake, and they said that they lost the snake. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what is it? And they said it was a constrictor. I was like, okay. What do you want from me? And they're like, well, can you help me find it? I go, okay. They looked. So I went. And this snake, they told me it was a big snake. Like, okay, I've dealt with 4 or 5, 6 foot snakes before, but all indigenous, and I've never dealt with a constrictor before. And when in the moving process, I guess this giant cage got left unlatched, and it got out. And I did a whole inspection, and I actually found a crawl space that these people didn't know that was in the house. They didn't have an inspection done. They just liked the house. So I look at the crawl space, and this was a belly crawl space, like 18 to 24 inches. I was like, I bet that snake's in there. So I got some heat lamps and put the heat lamps inside that crawl space, and I waited a couple hours and came back, and that snake was underneath those heat lamps. And the people, they could not fit into the crawl space. And so it was up to me to crawl in there. And that snake did not know who I was, and it was about 10 feet long and weighed about 150 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
Holy crap.
It was huge. And I got back behind its neck with my one arm and started to grab it. And I was a good 10 feet into this crawl space, and it was wrapped around my arm and down half my body by the time I got out, because he didn't know who I was. And then once I got out, and the owners, he released me. And so that was like I don't know if it was scary, but he was strong.
Just alarming.
Yeah. It was definitely the weirdest encounter that I've ever had.
Wow. There you go. Okay. So how can people get a hold of you? I want to make sure we get that in.
Oh, yeah. So we make it very easy. Our phone number is 402-310-0904. BatstoRats.com is our website. You can find us on Instagram, Bats to Rats, Facebook, Bats to Rats. Pretty much every social media out there, you can get a hold of us. But phone number is usually the easiest, and we also advertise here in the ticket.
Absolutely.
So you probably hear our commercials during the day.
Awesome. Well, I think, and I'll just give a testimony. I appreciate what you guys did, because we had that issue at our house came out. The inspection was really great. I think within an hour or two of you guys doing the inspection, I had the bid. We got going. So appreciate all the good work that you guys do. And come and check them out, 402-310-0904, batstoRats.com. Give them a check out, or you can hear their ads here on the ticket. Thanks again for coming on, Dane. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll be right back. We'll be back right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
At Ascend Aesthetics, they understand that you want results and you want them fast. That's why they've developed the fastest weight loss and body toning programs that are clinically proven to shed extra fat, boost muscle mass, and tighten skin without having to spend hours at the gym. Reveal your leaner physique, ignite your testosterone levels, and boost your energy with personalized plans tailored to your goals. Learn more at slimdowne.com or call 402-480-6680. Ascend Aesthetics, where transformation begins.
Husker fans, this is Matt Davison with the 1890 Initiative. You've probably heard about NIL, name, image, and likeness. And now you can have an immediate impact on the success of our programs. The 1890 Initiative is Nebraska's premier NIL company. And with your help, we can maximize our student athletes' opportunities with NIL and prepare them for life after college. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics. Let's do the same with NIL. To learn more, visit 1890nebraska.com, where 100% of your donation goes directly to Husker student athletes. That's 1890nebraska.com.
Picture a hot summer day, sun blazing in the fields as far as the eye can see. Now imagine you're a teenager making bank, all while enjoying the great outdoors. Welcome to Nats Detasseling Inc., where they're not afraid to sweat. This summer, join the Nats team for an unforgettable experience. Forge friendships, learn responsibility, and earn money. Visit notafraidtosweat.com now. Nats Detasseling, where hard work meets good times. Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese in 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through October 30th are buy a pack of steakhouse burgers and get a pack of hot dogs for free. And don't forget to check out their Friday feast this week and every week. Plus, don't forget there are 2 new locations now open at 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
This is Chris Elger, loan originator at Lincoln Federal. With over 20 years in the industry, I have found it's extremely gratifying to solve my customers' home financing needs and then show them the options and strategies available for them to fulfill their goals. But my biggest reward comes when I watch my valued customers experience the American dream of home ownership and move into their new home. Talk with me about your home loan at Lincoln Federal and Go Big Red. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Personal banking like you remember.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket as soon as the clock hits 0 for the Jay Foreman postgame show. Listen to expert analysis from the Husker Hall of Famer, an 8-year NFL veteran for 90 minutes after the game. The Jay Foreman postgame show, sponsored by Tanner's Bar and Grill, Vinny Kreekak, and Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Up your kitchen game with Kitchen Tune-Up. With experienced, creative, and dedicated technicians on their team, Jason, Ron, and the team bring your kitchen dreams to life. Say goodbye to outdated spaces and hello to a renewed, personalized kitchen that will make you the envy of your friends, neighbors, and family. Experience quality craftsmanship and exceptional customer service when you choose Kitchen Tune-Up. Visit kitchentune-up.com/Lincoln-NE today or call 402-200-4697 and achieve the kitchen tune-up of your dreams.
Hi, it's Charlie Stone, and here with me is Andy Goodyear, General Manager of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I know the new Honda sales are going really good right now at Honda of Lincoln, and with that, a lot of fresh trade-ins are coming in. Can you tell our listeners about your pre-owned selection?
I'm happy to, Charlie. Like you said, with new Honda sales going very good, we have a lot of fresh trade-ins coming in daily, and not just Hondas. We have just about every maker model you can imagine, with over 100 pre-owned and certified pre-owned to choose from, and prices starting at just $5,900.
Wow, what about financing?
We have financing as low as 3.29% APR on certified Accords and CRV.
Thanks again, Andy. People love the selection and great service at Honda of Lincoln. Maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
USTOP is a proud member of LIBA, the Lincoln Independent Business Association, promoting local businesses through education, networking, and local government advocacy. This is why USTOP sponsors the LIBA Business Hour on the Ticket 93.7. Remember, every time you fill up at a USTOP on a Tuesday, USTOP donates 2 cents for every gallon sold to local charities in our community. This month, USTOP has partnered with the Lincoln Children's Museum. Stop by USTOP and fill up every Tuesday to help us fuel our community.
Husker fans, this is Matt Davison with the 1890 Initiative. You've probably heard about NIL, name, image, and likeness. And now you can have an immediate impact on the success of our programs. The 1890 Initiative is Nebraska's premier NIL company. And with your help, we can maximize our student athletes' opportunities with NIL and prepare them for life after college. Nebraska has always been a leader in college athletics. Let's do the same with NIL. To learn more, visit 1890nebraska.com, where 100% of your donation goes directly to Husker student athletes. That's 1890nebraska.com.
Are you searching for a helping hand in life? Look no further. Integrated Behavioral Health Services is your answer. They're your compassionate, trusted partners committed to guiding you from challenges to triumphs. Their licensed professionals offer personalized therapy for individuals, couples, and families. At IBHS, the focus is you. Experience a life-changing transformation in an environment tailored to your unique needs. Visit ibhealthservices.com today and take that first step towards a brighter future. Discover the power of healing with Integrated Behavioral Health Services. You're not alone. Let them walk this journey with you.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. October is pork month, and here are the specials for the week of October 23rd. Enjoy all-natural, thick-cut Iowa chops for $1.88 per pound, extra meaty pork loin back ribs for $3.99 per pound, and bacon-wrapped pork tenderloin, 2 for $5 for 6 ounces of meat. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Picture a hot summer day, sun blazing in the fields as far as the eye can see. Now imagine, you're a teenager making bank, all while enjoying the great outdoors. Welcome to Nats Detasseling Inc., where they're not afraid to sweat. This summer, join the Nats team for an unforgettable experience. Forge friendships, learn responsibility, and earn money. Visit notafraidtosweat.com now. Nats Detasseling, where hard work meets good times.
Back to the LIBA Business Hour on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This segment sponsored by Ascend Aesthetics.
Welcome back to the LIBA Business Hour. This segment sponsored by Ascend Aesthetics. Lose inches and gain confidence with the medical weight loss and body contouring clinic at Ascend Aesthetics. Learn more at slimdowne.com. Just had our ribbon cutting at their new place this week.
Yeah.
So good to see them expanding and growing their business. So, all right, Sainer.
Yes.
All right, we got to get Nick's pick. Maybe we should get somebody to sponsor Nick's pick.
Yeah, maybe it sounds.
Give me your thoughts on the Nebraska game today.
Well, I think Nebraska has a shot. I think right, and that's all you can somewhat ask for. I think Nebraska, it matches up pretty well for the Huskers to where they should be able to run the ball. The weather's going to be right to run the ball today. They might not be able to throw it a whole lot, and that's okay. Nebraska.
Hopefully, they can catch flying bricks.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's going to be a cold one.
I mean, during the high school game last night, even at times, like the adjustment to a cold football is actually serious, right?
It is,
and not that Nebraska. That's not really something that, unless it's cold out in practice, you can really work on.
You can't simulate that very much.
You could with rain. If there's a forecast rain, you can wet down the footballs,
dip the balls,
right?
yeah,
exactly. But you can't really talk about like the pressure and the way the football will feel when it's colder. And so that's going to be an adjustment, right? Like this could be a game where there's a couple fumbles, and Nebraska's going to have to hope that either they recover them if Purdue fumbles it, or if they retain them if Nebraska does.
So you're predicting turnovers in this game? Huh? Ironic.
I said it. I said it yesterday.
Will we be plus or minus in the turnover?
Please, if Nebraska wants to win this game, they're going to need to be plus.
Yeah,
they're going to need to be plus, because this also doesn't feel like a day where if Nebraska's down by 10, 14 points with 7-8 minutes left, like they're going to be able to come back, because I think points are going to somewhat come at a premium today.
Yes.
And Nebraska's offense can't score in a quick amount of time right now. And so
not unless we run a belly option pass to Malik.
Yeah, to Malachi.
Or Malachi.
Yeah. That's the only time we've seen somebody really take the top off of a defense. They've tried to run a couple things with like Tommy Hill and stuff, just been unsuccessful for the most part this season.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's going to be exciting. 2:30 kickoff. I think 38 degrees at kickoff. I think the snow/rain mix is going to stay away for the most part until later
That's
tonight.
too bad.
I know. So at least hopefully for the till later tonight and stuff. So I guess on the drive home, make sure that you're waiting long enough to, you're patient.
Be careful, yes,
right?
very much.
Be patient, and while you're waiting and sitting in traffic, make sure you're turning on 93.7 The Ticket for the post game.
Listen to Nick and Jay for the post game show. They've always got some good analysis.
Jay certainly does. I wouldn't go so far about saying I have it.
You're a good leader.
I'm just
you
here.
lead him right into him, right?
I'm just here to ask Jay's opinion.
Yeah, and Jay has a few.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, but
and hey,
he's got a few opinions.
Jay and I, we do the high school games every week, and it's a blast. I obviously learned a lot just from our broadcasts. Last night's game was incredible between Lincoln East and Lincoln Southeast. Lincoln East stays alive as the 11 seed over the 6 seed. So now they'll advance to next week's quarterfinals. And they're still alive. They're the lone Lincoln's team now after North Star lost to Millard South and after Lincoln Southeast obviously lost to Lincoln East. They're the lone Lincoln Capital City team to stay alive in the tournament.
Lone Wolf representing the capital city.
There you go.
Hey, just a few things we got coming up here. LIBA events, November 9th, we've got our BizNet hosted by ServPro. And November 17th, our murder mystery out at James Arthur Vineyards. November 21st, our LIBA luncheon over at the Grand Manse, featuring Nebraska Attorney General Mike Hilgers. And then November 28th, our Coffee and Contacts, hosted by BFT Lincoln. Hey, we got some Boilermaker fans
there you go.
out walking around downtown. We haven't seen many people out walking this morning.
No, there's not a whole lot. I'm pretty sure we saw what looked to be a Purdue assistant coach walking out and about around 8 a.m. this morning, decked out in the Purdue gear and was built like an assistant coach would be. So, hey, they're out and about every now and then. We've probably seen a couple more Purdue fans just exploring the Nebraska fans, but I'm sure that'll switch up.
Yeah.
If you are walking past 11th and O on your way to Memorial Stadium, hey,
stop and take a selfie with Nick Sainer.
Well, but also at 11th, and I mean, there's going to be a lot better of people and choices here at 11 a.m. to take a picture with than me, former Huskers and DP, of course, and all them. But what I was going to say is you still will have a 3-4 block walk to Memorial Stadium. You can finish a small coffee and a small slice of Beatrice Bakery.
You can stop in and warm up on your way, too.
Exactly. So
nice
come
little
on in,
pit stop.
1040 O Street. Come hang out and get ready for the Huskers and Boilermakers today.
It'll be a good one. And so our final word sponsored by the 1890 Initiative, helping student athletes excel within the NIL landscape. Learn more about how you can be involved at 1890nebraska.com. Next week, we've got an early game, Nick, so it'll be a little bit earlier next week. So we'll be on we'll be on like at dark 30 next week. So it'll be a good time, but good day to get out. Come on out. I see the sun peeking through. Stop by the 1040 O Street at the Ticket. Grab some milk coffee. And check out DP, Nick, Jake.
I was just going to say, we're going to get this started right off the bat. DP's going to come in. We're going to hang out.
I see him pacing outside.
From 10 to 11, we're going to hang out, and then we'll get the entire Ticket Tailgate pregame show kicking off at 11.
All right, thanks, Nick. We'll see you again next week. This has been the LIBA Business Hour on 93.7 The Ticket.
Up your kitchen game with Kitchen Tune-Up. With experienced, creative, and dedicated technicians on their team, Jason, Ron, and the team bring your kitchen dreams to life. Say goodbye to outdated spaces and hello to a renewed, personalized kitchen that will make you the envy of your friends, neighbors, and family. Experience quality craftsmanship and exceptional customer service when you choose Kitchen Tune-Up. Visit kitchentune-up.com/Lincoln-NE today or call 402-200-4697 and achieve the kitchen tune-up of your dreams.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
You stop as